And now I'm going to introduce our next speaker is Leilani Reed, who's been a caregiver for over 10 years and a proud sister of NCIU 2015.
Good morning. My name is Leilani Reed, and I am a proud family caregiver. That means that my job is to provide care to members of my family who would otherwise not be able to live independently. I live my life to serve. That's just how I was raised. Although not paid well, it's a valuable job on many levels. It saves a lot of money that would otherwise have to be spent on institutional care. But that's the least of it. It affirms our values, the dignity, and the worth of every single human being. Caregiving is a calling. And for those of us who believe in the divine, it is the kind of work that God calls us to do. The proposal to slash Medicaid is cruel and would devastate families like mine. My daughter Diamond was diagnosed at the age of 5 with severe ADHD. Getting her diagnosed early helped me a lot, and it helped me to teach her coping skills and help the rest of my family to understand the boundaries and the triggers and what was going on with her. Several years ago, I became a caregiver for my elderly dad to make sure he can live and stay independently in his home. He has congestive heart failure, he has severe arthritis, and so I ensure he takes his medication, he has his meals, he's groomed, and I make sure he keeps up with his doctor's appointments and treatments, and I take him and run his errands and stuff with him. I'm proud of the love that I have poured into my daughter and my dad. Caring for them is more than a full-time job. If Congress was to make the kind of cuts that some people are proposing to Medicaid, I don't know what we would do. I would never stop caring for them. I couldn't do that. So that means we would just not have any income at all. We could all end up on the streets. I think these cuts for us would be a matter of life and death. And it is hard to imagine the kind of person who will want to do this. As it is, we are barely getting by. Everything is strictly for rent. Everything is strictly for rent. Everything is strictly for rent. Bills, car notes, whatever food we can afford, it's a struggle. Every month I rob Peter to pay Paul. This meeting is about other parts of the safety net as well. My father relies on both Medicare and Social Security and could not live without them. I am 53 years young, and I want Medicare to be there for me in 12 years. But as far as Social Security is concerned, that program excludes family caregivers. I had a job prior to caregiving, so I will receive a small amount. But all of these years of work as a caregiver don't even count. I really hope that as you strive to defend the program, you will also consider making it more inclusive and fair to family caregivers like myself, who simply do not have the choice to walk away from our family. I sincerely thank you for listening to my story.
Thank you so much, Leilani, for raising the important issue of the exclusion of Social Security from healthcare workers that take care of their family members.